Alright, back out at the field, got the Pulse XT60, got the little Hellcat, and this is a new one that I picked up yesterday. It's called the BF-109, put out from Parkzone. It's an older model. It's got some cosmetic damage to it, some scuffs on the wings. Looks like the fellow probably tried to paint it with a magic marker, caused the foam to eat away, so that needs to be patched up. But it'll be flying on a 3-cell 2200. This will be my maiden flight on it. It's also got some damage where he's scuffed it up and cracked the wing up a little bit, but it's been fixed, it looks like. So out here at the field, we got a lot of rain yesterday. You can probably see the water standing over there still in the low spots. Normally don't like flying when it's wet because you make a bad landing and you could really damage the runway, but this in here is very light. My Hellcat's light, and the Pulse just lands super easy, so no big problems there. So let's see. I think I'll come out on low rates for the ailerons. I'm going to go ahead and use high rate on the rudder. Looks a little off. Let me come in there and dial that down. Come into the sub trim. That's about right. And it's about as much as I ever like putting in sub. I don't really like using sub trim. I'd rather dial it out with the control surface, but I'm in a hurry. There's a swap meet this Saturday, about an hour from here, so I'm gonna take this up there to sell. That's the only reason I picked it up, was to use as sell or trade material. But I couldn't. That's maximum on the elevator too. Didn't want to sell it without checking it out and make sure it flies. So here we go. Ease into the throttle. Woo, she's pretty tail heavy. Sorry, had to get it at some altitude into it, so I try to trim this. Alright, that's a little better. She definitely was porpoising up pretty high. That's hands off right there. Still got a little climb to it. That's maximum up trim on the elevator. I took every bit of the control travel on the trim button. Man, this flies pretty good. I picked this up for $40 because of the stuff it needed. So I figured I'd set it on the table for 60 and probably get 50 for it, but like I said, it flies pretty doggone good. One thing on these 109s, I've always heard that the landings on them was really hard. I just put the aileron into high rate, so oh yeah, she rolls real good. Yeah, I'd always heard these 109s were hard to land because of the close-in landing gear. And I've never got a little left wing drop too. I think that took it out a little bit. Yeah, I've never tried landing one of them, so this will be my first time. Fun meter went off a while ago, so let's go ahead and try to bring her in gently and see if we can do it without cratering up the runway. Oop, I figured that would happen just because it almost nosed over on the takeoff. Our grass is a little longer than it normally is because of the rain we got. But overall, that was pretty good. I think if the grass was shorter, wouldn't have that problem. I'll probably put a little more throw into the elevator as well. And that'll help keep the tail planted. Matter of fact, let me try that right now. Come back into the servo setup, the travel, elevator. I want that one right there. We're going to overdrive it, put it on 150 when it's in the max setting. That should give us enough stability to be on the ground. Alright, back out of there. Motor back on. Taxi it around out here a little bit and see if it keeps the tail planted. I notice this also has an abnormally large tail wheel on it. So that's keeping the tail up higher than I think it normally would be. And she's still got a good balance out here. That big wheel is a little larger than I think should be on there on the rear, but what do I know? It's the first time I've seen the model. Alright. Coming in under a little bit of power now. Go around one more time. That was a little high to be going that slow. Alright, coming in again. Chop the throttle. She's just gliding in. Back pressure. No, she definitely likes to drop that nose on this grass. That's even with full travel on the elevator. But it does fly really slow. Can't get over how slow that'll roll. See if I can keep a tail on the ground, taxiing it back. That rudder is in. Oh, see right there, it's stuck in the grass. Oh well. Alright, thanks for watching BF-109 from Parkzone. This will be available at the swap meet this Saturday. Thanks again.